Welcome back. We are us, and yet again, we bring you Yaengard. So, before we get started, I'd like to go over quickly. That what we've changed since we last spent time together. As usual, I say as usual, but I don't always do it. I continued playing, and eventually we reached a point where, while everything worked, the damage was so I played around with things, mostly killing enemies, because that's where you get the greatest amount of loot. We also did some of the skill challenges and encounters as well, but I think we only did skill challenges in combat. I don't remember, it's been a while since I last played. Regardless, we've changed out whatever was in this slot. I think we had the axe that inflicted blood curse on an enemy and ourselves, and in having it, we had the Berserker special skill, which would do significant damage to enemies in the same tile. We have changed that out for the Unlimited Crystalline Twin Blade, an epic sword that deals 31 to 44 damage and features not one, not two, but 3 skills. Break limits deal 40% damage to a nearby enemy. You must be at below 50% health. With a creativity chance of 30%, you strike again. However, your creativity effect can trigger up to 13 times. His creativity isn't high enough to make it worth using frequently, but that's fine because he's got Outmaneuver, which deals 50% damage to a nearby enemy twice, and is armor piercing. I can't tell you just how good this actually is. I fought armored enemies before I used his other skills, and Outmaneuver still managed to outdamage them when he crit. The third skill being As 3, where you deal 75% damage to a nearby enemy with a 50% chance to strike again, which can trigger up to 3 times. Well, no, it doesn't trigger up to 3 times. You can hit, once it triggers, you have a chance to hit between 1 and 3 times extra. It's pretty freaking good. So that's a really nice weapon. I don't know if we moved this before, or I don't know if we had this before in the previous episode, but I'll go over it again just in case. Here we have the Battlefield Quarrystone Hammer, an uncommon mace that deals 28 to 48 damage. It features 2 skills, the first of which being Battlefield Trance, which allows him to control ground and remove root from himself. And if he's below 50% health, he gains 100% fortitude, which doesn't mean what it sounds like it should mean, but that's okay, I guess. Then there's Earthbound, where you deal 70% damage to all enemies within this tile, with a 30% chance to stun them if you're below the 50% health. And because he's usually low on health thanks to his trinket, naturally this is the way to go. Free fortitude and the ability to stun enemies, that's just really good. It's just good. Oh, he also has food. I had to use some food before. We came really close to losing him multiple times. So he used some food. I took what Hamlin had and gave it to him because, of course, he's always going to be low on health, being the risk taker that he is. Oh, we also changed his equipment. um, headgear, armor. I'm pretty sure his leg armor as well. He now has the ancestral headgear of the hunt, which increases his... I think we had this in the... I'm not sure. I'll just go over it anyway. This gives him extra health, ancestry mastery, and quite a bit of talent. Then we have the assassin's chest guard, which gives him armor and health, weapon mastery, power, agility, all the things a growing rogue could ever want. Now, I call him a rogue, even though his class is technically a fighter, but let's not get bogged down by technicalities. At heart, he's always going to be a rogue. And then we have the armored Atanic low robes. I can't actually change these out until we come across something that gives him equivalent talent to +6. And just so we're clear, that's 36% creativity he's getting out of that, in addition to, I guess, weapon and ancestral mastery of 12%. So losing that is severe, to say the least. Granted, the ancestral mastery isn't as important now, but who knows what sort of equipment we could come across for him later. Now, we come to Anastas, our resident spellcaster, who's parading around as a bard for right now. We haven't changed any of her weapons. Let's just get that out of the way really quickly. At least I don't think we did from the one... I'm pretty sure we changed this out during the video in the last episode. So we're just going to go over her equipment really quickly. We've got health. Well, she's wearing a pointed hood. I'm pretty sure she got this from Botulf. I swapped Botulf's, the last hood Botulf had was actually, I think, a pointed hood as well in the last video. When we came across the hood he's wearing now, which is actually really good, we swapped that out and gave it to Anastas, who got a lot out of it as well. And when we swapped, this is the last hood that Botulf had. When he swapped out the previous one, that one went to Anastas. When he swapped out this hood she's wearing now, I gave it to her. Her armor gives her armor and dodge and creativity and ancestry. It's really good stuff. Then she's got the Inquisitor's War Skirt, which gives health, dodge, weapon mastery, toughness, intelligence. Frankly, she is a monster. She's got 26% armor and a 36% chance to dodge. She is disgusting. She's nasty, and we like that. Then we have Hamlin, who I don't think we changed anything but his shield. Well, no, of course his armor as well, but we'll go over the shield we gave him first. He now has the Cold Steel Radia Guardian, a rare shield that deals 27 to 45 damage, and it comes with 3 skills. The first being Cold Steel, which deals 40% damage to all enemies within this tile, and it can consume their frost, dealing an additional 35% damage for each frost consumes, but it only affects frosted enemies. I suddenly have a hankering for frosted flakes. Like, really strong. Ooh, I love some frosted flakes. Ooh, that stuff is good. Anyway, he can take advantage of that skill because he still has Bulwark, which allows him to inflict an undodgeable frost on enemies in the cell he's in. So, the second skill that the Radia Shield gives him is Heart of Stone, which just deals damage to all enemies within this tile, but it also removes frost, which is frankly huge. I'm curious to know if it removes the frost before dealing the damage, or does the frost removal come after? I have no idea, but I suppose we're going to find out eventually. So, we also have Ever-Present Protection, which allows him to dash to a tile in range and control ground, with a 30% chance to root all enemies within the tile. As you can see here, he doesn't have too much creativity, but it's a lot more than we had in the previous video. So his creativity chance is 37% to root enemies. It's fine. He still has the Soul Shock Torch of Ancestry. That hasn't changed, but this apparently has not been upgraded in a while. This is still level 8. His armor is level 13, a Chainmail of Brutality, 83 HP, 8 armor, weapon mastery, toughness, ancestry. It's all the things a warden apparently could ever want. And then we have Chain Legs of Brutality, which gives a healthy amount of, well, health, armor, weapon mastery, toughness. Frankly, he's doing pretty good. And we like that. Also, we have, I think this is the only thing we managed to get since we haven't visited an inn in a while. But we're going to need to, considering everyone has only 1 stamina left. So, the latest, I've just referred to them as curses. The latest curse we have is Ferocious, which increases the total weapon mastery of enemies by 10%. That's all. I think we'll go to find an inn after this and we'll just eat whatever curse comes after it. I should have said comes with it. You find an ancient high wall built long ago by the dwarves. As you scale it, you find the way in both directions, blocked off by true forged clanmen. Just so we're clear, in case you may have forgotten from last week's video, the true forged are, I think they're the ones that are antagonists to the guy we're trying to find. And since I've fought them before and I have to fight them now, I'm pretty sure that's correct. This ain't your land. This high wall protects the kingdom of the Overlord. You're encroaching on his domain. There is no obvious escape. The drop down from the wall being too high to jump. Thus, we bathe in their blood. Oh, not Boltolf. We actually need him. That's unfortunate. We aren't encroaching on any Overlord's domain. We're just traveling through. Either side of the stone, you'll stand trial by the Overlord. The dwarves smile maliciously. If you'll survive. For the true forged! Well, there's Boltolf being abused. Ah, poor child. I actually want to get him some fortitude, so we'll have him control ground. Actually, we could use this for the fortitude. They're armored as well, and that can only be reduced by being stunned or rooted. I need to move the resident spellcaster back. Since he's got, ooh, that is a lot of armor too. Since he's got armor, actually I don't think I want to do that. I want to control ground and gain fortitude. Actually, look. The amount of fortitude he gets is 56 to 96. I don't know why there's a low bit for it. That doesn't make any sense to me. But maybe it scales with how low his health is? I don't know. Regardless, let's see how much health he gets from this. Or we could just do more damage, which I like. Let's do that. Not as much fortitude as I was hoping for. For now, we'll move her back. She has no destiny, so that's unfortunate. Oh, this is guaranteed to be armor piercing. No, we want him to crit out of his mind. Also, their spellcaster is grossly tanky. So for this guy, I think our move is to do this. Root him, which was just an additional thing. It wasn't what we were looking for at all. And then we end his turn. He gained a destiny, so we can do something with that. And there's a guy in the back who's casting a thing. Thanks for visiting. Since this guy is still alive, it removed the root from him. So we're just going to go ahead and undo that by killing this guy, since we now have crit. You see what I'm saying? He's pretty gross. We need fortitude though, so we'll do this. Fill it up. And then we'll burn the last one. I think we need to use... I think we have to go with the armor piercing. Oh yeah, that is some healthy damage. If he weren't exhausted, he'd be getting... What's the word? He'd be getting focus, which increases his true mastery by 20%. Allowing him to just be better all around. I think we just kick this guy out of the fight. Or not, I guess. He doesn't have frost, so we'll just do this. And then we'll just move him forward like that. Well, he almost killed the resident rogue. I hate that. But we can just do this. Ta-da! What do we do with this? We can actually do this. Or should we use this? And then just move forward on him. He can only move one cell at a time, so I'm just going to leave him here. What else do we want? She can't actually give him that. He's got no negative effects. He's got crit chance, in fact. Must be focused, so we'll just move her up another one and then do that. Now we just need to do this. And we'll wait here. He gained another destiny. Hold on, let me check. It's only a 37% chance. We'll leave the resident rogue where he is. And give him... Right. Damage it is. Wow. What? How? What did she hit him for? He takes 40 damage on his next turn. He only had 4 stats. What? His ancestral mastery isn't even that high. I don't understand why he does so much damage. But this fight is over. And Hamlin manages to finish the fight with 2 extra decks destiny. Nice. Okay. No talent. That might have to go. I hate that these are all connected, so I can only pick one. I don't really I won't. Oh, actually, that comes with weapon and ancestral mastery. So losing that agility could hurt. Yeah, so none of this is for him then. Unfortunate. So we're looking at replacing Hamlin's bottoms. They're only level 11, so that'd be a good for an upgrade. Okay, I like the look of this, but he loses toughness in exchange for crit chance. I think that's weapon and ancestral mastery and some dodge. Not bad. He loses 8 armor. No. It has to be the pants that we replace, right? It has to be. So we lose toughness with this, but we gain 3 armor. No, 2.6. But he also gains power, which will let him act a little faster and do more damage. That's always good, but he loses 10 straight up weapon mastery. But he gains a ton of toughness. I think we have to leave it. And our new curse is Old Blood, which increases the total ancestral damage of enemies by 10%. Because they totally need that. But what can you do? We find ourselves in an event which could turn into violence. I've done this one before. While traveling through the depths below, you spot something you never thought you'd see down here. Please help me. The Watch Protector looks scared and tired. What are you doing down here? The Watch Protector looks at you, distress apparent in her expression. Honestly, I don't know. I'm very lost. I really need traveling supplies to get out of these caverns. Could you help me out? So, the last time I did this, I traded the weapon to get the shield, and I'm pretty sure it's the shield Hamlin has now. And frankly, I did it to get both to the 3 that he's got on his social stat, as well as his honest level. How much organics do we have? 6? We could spare that. Do we have anyone that depends on noble and traditional at the same time? Oh yeah, we could have Hamlin do it. No, he'd lose out on pragmatic. But we'd have what's her face do it anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, Anastas does nothing but win with this. Then again, she's not really using blood curse power or ancestry. Mm. And I'd love to have a shield. Wait, how many supplies? We only have 2 supplies, so we can't go with trade weapon. And like I said, I've done this before, and we traded the weapon. Nothing bad happened. So I guess we can have Anastas do this, since I don't want to part with any supplies right now. One should not be alone this far from home. Take these supplies. You're a lifesaver, adventurer. You hand over the supplies. May the Baroness of Blood bless your way forward, kind traveler. She's not blessing anything anymore. And then the most pertinent question of all. How long have you been lost? Quite a while. Why do you ask? No reason. We have no reason to ask that. You nod kindly towards each other and continue on your way. So she got +1 power and +1 ancestry. And kindness out of that. I guess that's fine. As you exit an abandoned ruin, nothing but rubble within, you are caught outside. Now who you got here? Thieves. Some lowlanders invading what ain't theirs. That's what we got here. With true forged dwarves on each side, there's no easy path to escape. Please, we came here to hurt them. Invading? We aren't invading anything. If you fight us, that is your violence. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Not ours. Let's take back what these lowlanders have stolen. Give her a stomping. So we are in fact surrounded, but it looks like this guy is caught out on his lonesome. We like that. Boltov, why don't you? That's kind of awkward. He just sort of appeared in the tile. Nice. Give him a little bit of the what for. We'll end his turn for now and wait until we get him some crit. We also need to get the resident spellcaster here. Well, that's, yeah, get her over here. And get him the crit he needs. How much damage does he... That's 15%? Not good. I was considering spending a destiny to remove it, but we'll actually move him here, then do this. Then we'll do this and target, so I don't know, you? What, you thought I forgot about you? Please. Sweet summer child. So, we're going to start this off by getting him maximum fortitude. He gained 78 out of that. Beautiful. Next, we'll do violence. Oh, I was figuring that he wouldn't do higher damage. Okay, that's great. Can't move to that tile and... I'm just going to leave him here. It's the smartest move. Unfortunately, this guy is going to move here, and then we can't move him into this tile. And he doesn't have any dashes. It's a whole thing. This one's the support. I'm not worried about that guy. Never mind, he also has damage. That has changed things significantly. Okay, so she was attacked, so she doesn't have focus this turn. I guess I'll give him crit. I could give her crit and she'd do wonderful damage. Thunk. He has to move out of... Oh, he's rooted, so he can't move. So instead, we could do this. I actually would rather apply another 4 stacks of frost before we consider using cold steel. I will spend this to do harm to you. It's not frost, but it'll do. I figured we'd eat the damage since we have the fortitude anyway. Now another one to do what? This guy's the lowest, so he dies. Not this time, but soon. Very, very soon. First, we do this. I don't think we need to spend any destiny on this. Perfect. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to dash here and then apply... he doesn't appear to be wanting to move anytime soon. I was hoping the damage didn't go anywhere below 78, but what can you do? I didn't want him to move. You don't get a turn. Frankly, I'm fine just leaving him here on this particular cell. This guy doesn't appear to want to move up. And he only is focused on the tank, so... we'll actually give him fortitude. Yeah, no. Actually, can she kill him? Yeah. A crit for 138. You saw correctly. That's considering that she disregarded his armor as well. Ooh. Here we have 2 weapons, a shield and a hammer. The first, the hammer, being the oppressive shaping hammer. An uncommon mace with 35 to 45 damage. Its first skill is oppress, deals 75% damage to all enemies within this tile, with a 40% chance to control ground. Not bad. Its second skill is War Mastery, an old favorite of mine that deals 90% damage to all enemies within this tile, and is undodgeable. No, still not as good as the ones we have. Here we have the Dwarven Crest Shield, a rare shield that deals 27 to 47 damage. It comes with the 3 skills Ironclad's Wish, which removes all negative status effects from yourself, but you must be below 75% health, and it comes with a 40% chance to give you 200% fortitude, which is, not bad at all. Pack Leader's Law, which controls ground and removes burning from yourself, and until the start of your next turn gives you a bonus 50% critical strike chance. I don't hate that. And then it also has Heart of Stone, which deals 70% damage to all enemies within this tile and removes your frost. That's not bad for Hamlin, actually. It removes all negative status effects from himself, too, once he gets low enough. I thought ever-present protection would be much better than it actually is, but frankly it's just been awkward, and this is just better. Yeah, it's better. The ruins up ahead. This must be where the map is leading us. Your journey has taken you into the depth below. You approach the reservoir of flowing water. We're here, where the map leads. Stay vigilant. How do we get down? Just as you say the words, water begins to drain away. Let's go on. Tread carefully. You begin to make your way down the winding stairs. A dreamlike shimmering seems to echo through your mind. Do you hear that? I did in fact not. Of which sound do you speak? I think we just remain silent on this one. The dreamlike voice of the Somniomancer seems to appear within your own mind, as if part of your own thoughts. The trial of Radia lies behind this door. You must claim the key. Only with the key can you reach King Ironclad. You will need his help. Sounds good. I have seen your path, your destiny. You must be the key for all of us. The key to Yaengard. For this I shall lend you my aid. A restoring energy begins to gather around you. Your body feels dreamlike, well-rested, and unbreakable. I've done what I can, adventurers. The destiny of us all is in your hands now. You take in the newly granted energy, preparing for the trial ahead. Oh, and it restores stamina. It said it did. Yeah, it restored. Anyway, you entered the hall behind the door. Oh, it restored 1 stamina for everyone. Nice. You enter the grand hall at the bottom of the waterway, closing the door behind you. It's frigid down here. There are fogs as you speak, the chill creeping onto your skin. I suppose we're down deep. Look over there. Across the room, a dwarven statue looms. A battle-axe of pure crystalline ice hovering before it. The trial of Radia. You take a step forward. I like how this cube is just floating past, and it's not even trying to hide the fact that it's a cube, but seems to revel in it. You take a step forward. A chill creeps through the air. Something's happening. Only the worthy shall reach. The Ironclad King. A bone-chilling cold flows into the hall. Rejoice. The power of Radia, the divine metal. In an explosion of cold, the hall enters an ice age. The freeze bites into your skin and ice and snow begins to whirl around you. Let the trial of Radia begin. Oh, this could be bad. They always crit against smaller enemies. They're immune to stun, but that's fine. I don't rely on stun anyway. They have decent armor. But we've got an armor piercer, or two, anyway. So, I actually want these two on the front line. His health isn't low enough to gain fortitude, so we'll focus instead. We'll move the resident spellcaster to the back, have her buff him. He's not going to see action anytime soon, so maybe we should hold off on that. She needs to be focused to use that on herself, so I guess I'm frustrated beyond words. Oh, that's bad. So that's how we're going to do this then, huh? So I can't even move our tank up. So we need to get them out of this tile now. Great. So that's how we're doing this. And that particular golem comes with control ground, and he doesn't hit gently. Probably should have said softly. Anyway, I'm sure you get the idea. We have to put him over here now. I should have had him use focus. I don't know why. Okay, we just need to move her back. We're not going to mess around with this. Give her self-crit and use the last destiny to give him... I actually can't use fortitude. I'll give him fortitude. So instead, we'll crit him. This guy got hit by that ice effect and gained fortitude. Consumes frost from both themselves and their target on hit, dealing damage for each frost consumed. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's give them Blood Curse instead. I need him to get fortitude. The problem here is I need the damage dealer on the same cell as the things that I need damage done to, but there are 3 of them, and if there was just one less of them, we could leave everyone on the same tile. Otherwise, with crowded, I guess we'll leave it and just have him focus instead. We've got to be extremely careful of them applying frost to us. Oh my god, that was a crit for frickin' 94. This is going to be a little rough. Frick. I don't know what to do. The only option we have is to crit this guy. Oh, that's bad. Weird. The tile wasn't considered crowded. Interesting. Anyway. We actually have to get Hamlin off of this cell. Which is something of a problem. Good. It doesn't appear that they apply frost on hit, so that's always good. Oh, that actually applies burning, too. With a 49% chance, of course. Okay. He's not below the threshold yet. Good. Dodged it. Get out of that cell. Have her move. This guy's the biggest threat because of his control ground. We're going to be doing a lot of moving because of these effects. So we have to get him out of here. And unfortunately, our resident rogue is stunned, so he can't do anything. Oh, I like the fact that this guy was completely indecisive on what he did with his turn. I can't apply frost. We're not affected by anything. But we can deal damage to everything in this tile. Yeah, let's get more of that. Attack the tank, please. What do we do? We're out of destiny for her. Botilf's crit is going to run out. Pretty sure on his next turn. But if he gets stunned again, that's a complete waste. We have to risk it, don't we? Because we can't kill the golem that's doing the big damage to him. So we have to give him the buffed crit rate and hope he doesn't get stunned. Ah, great. Wonderful. She dodged it. That is great. Oh, great. He's rooted. What if he wasn't, though? He needs to be below 440. Perfect. And then we move this way. Okay, I have to kill this guy. So that's our first objective. One more time. Not with his armor, he's not going to be killed by that. Let's just get it done. We'll use another one to fill his fortitude. I'll have her... Actually, maybe we'll do this. I had a lot of fortitude, I will say. See, normally I would have inflicted the frost on these guys, but we can't, so what can you do? Except apply more blood curse. Yeah, that's pretty good. What if we did that again? No dice. Unfortunate. I'm going to have her give herself crit. And I don't know. I guess we'll leave her here for now. Well. No, I think we'll have him do this. And then move. Naturally. Critty crit crit. I'll have her attack him before I move her out of that cell. Critty crit crit. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the show. No creativity. Dang it. %85 chance. Hold on, we have to use that. Unless he doesn't have crit rate. Let's fix that. Well, we can move him, use that. Also inflicted burning, we like that. Oops, almost ended his turn. That would have been disastrous. Wow, that thing is dead on its turn. Burn and blood curse? Come on. The hall still overflowing with core-chilling cold. You approach the glacial statue and the floating axe of ice. You have been deemed worthy. The axe floats in the air, freely offered to you. claim what you deserve. You take the axe. Its surface cold as fear itself, but unmelting to your touch. Go northward. The axe shall guide you. It is the key of frost. The king of cold stone and unbreakable metals awaits your arrival. You feel how the axe pulls you forward, pulls you north. At least now we know where to go. Right, we do. To King Ironclad. Okay. You find yourself outside a vault, old stone, and a twice steel door. We've done this before, I'm pretty sure. So let's just skip the pleasantries and see who's got the highest chance to get this open. Even with supplies, our odds are terrible. Oh, he actually succeeded. I'll get us through this door. After all, how heavy can it really be? Using all your power, you attempt to budge the twice steel door. Miraculously, the reinforced hinges give way, granting passage. You walk into the vault and claim the prize within. You hope it was worth the trouble. Most of what's been left inside is unusable, but the content of the fine wooden chest... Aha! Okay. We aren't too bad off here. Though I still think the mace is superior. Yeah, the mace is still better. The sword he has is still better. What about the pants? Crit chance, higher dodge, more health. That's always useful. Intelligence. But he loses so much talent. And then there's the gut wrencher. Out of their misery could work since Hamlin can apply burning so long as they're not in the cell he's in. Outlawed assault could work because Hamlin can also apply blood cursed. We can't really take any of this stuff, huh? Yeah, that doesn't work for her. He'd lose armor. Yeah, we have to leave it. You feel the axe, the key of frost, pull you towards the dwarven castle ahead. This must be where King Ironclad is hiding. Your glacial barrier prevents you from reaching the castle. So how do we get through? You sense how the key of frost pulls you towards a nearby statue. What if you gave it the axe? This statue. The old statue is shattered, age having consumed it. The axe is being pulled towards it. You slot the ice axe into the hands of the shattered statue. The key of frost slots into the hands of the statue perfectly, reforging its former glory. The axe falls, and so does the magical barrier. A deep voice comes from within the grand doors. A figure emerges, walking out to meet you. So long have I waited. We have a dragon to slay, for both our people needs rid of their oppressors. We don't need to ask who he was. We know who he is. We know already. I don't think it really matters that he know we were sent by the Somniomancer, but I guess that's our only reasonable response here. We were sent by the Somniomancer. Of that I owe no doubt. Oppressors, that is the topic of this conversation. Both our people are oppressed, in need of freeing. I can't save my people from the tyrant residing in my foundry. The iron, the Ironclad foundry holds the key for both of us. The former monarch gives you a meaningful look. Help me save my people, and you shall have what you need from the foundry. Okay, so where is it? Further north, hidden deep within the depth below. I shall guide you. Ignoreth knows not of what awaits him. We get a trinket, though. That's nice. We'll save both our people. Together. Irons in the fire. If you manage to save my people from oppression, he said this already. He didn't need to do it again. Oh, that reminds me. I have something for you. The monarch hands you a trinket. I might be past my fighting days, but you are iron worth striking. And with those words, you begin the journey towards the Ironclad foundry. And Ignoreth, true forged overlord. Oh, okay. So, the first trinket, the Band of Promise, destined to envision, increases create. Nope. Destined to envision has a creativity chance of 15% to, at the start of your turn, grant you destiny. That's actually pretty good. I could give that to Anastas. Yeah. I think I might do that. Oh, and its curse is a throwaway. All enemies have +5 dodge against your abilities. That's nothing. Then we have the Ring of Lykosh, which has the blessing Bonfire Within, granting you 20% critical chance for 1 turn if you begin your turn burning. Next, we have the Heartlander's Ring, which features the blessing Heartland Bloodline, with a 35% chance if you're blood cursed while using an ability. Use the ability twice. Might have been decent on Botulf if he still had that axe that gave him the Berserker skill and the ability to blood curse himself. Oh, but this also features the curse that at the start of each turn you're blood cursed. Oh. No. You don't start your turn blood cursed. You lose a destiny if you're blood cursed. Well, the choice is obvious, isn't it? Hamlin gains destiny while he's controlling ground. It's a bit of a toss-up. I could leave this on Anastas and then give the ring to... what's his mug? Hamlin. At the start of the turn, they gain destiny. That's actually pretty freaking good. For someone whose creativity percent is so high. Naturally, I have to give her more points so she gets that 12% creativity back. But this thing now has a base 29% chance to give her destiny at the start of her turn. That is pretty good. And once we get that back up to 100, it's going to be what, 32-ish? I could also give this to Hamlin, but it wouldn't be as good. He'd have an 18% chance. It's not bad. It really isn't. Oh, I need to swap this back. I do like it. Wait. She had a 50% chance for this to trigger. 57. I think this is the way we go. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of yet another episode. They fly by, don't they? I actually want a little more, but the previous video I recorded ran long because, well, if you watched it, you know. If you haven't, well, how else am I going to entice you to watch it? I'm just going to have to let that mystery float in the air, eating at your mind, gnawing at you, until you give in and go and watch the latest episode of our playthrough of, what's its name, Source of Madness? I hope you do. If not, that's fine too. So, we've come to the end of the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode, and I'm looking forward to that. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.
You see